All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Ready to Die Fighting. I'm Chris, and this is my little bike tool kit, my portable bike tool kit. I have a bigger toolbox, or tool chest, I should say, that I keep in the house when I'm working on the bikes, but having something like this when we go riding is fantastic. And that's just like an old pouch for, I think, a GPS. It has like a little belt loop so I could wear it on my belt, but I typically just throw it in either my little backpack that I carry, and I'm going to do a different video on that showing what we carry in our backpacks when we go riding. It's also got a little loop here so I could, I don't know, potentially attach something there. But case isn't so much important as much as what's inside. So let's crack it open and see what I carry with me on our little biking expeditions. So I've got a multi-tool that I will crack open and show you guys. This is a little small 15 millimeter, I call it a wrench. I hear other people call them spanners, but this is the perfect size for Nate's bike for this right here. There has been times when you know, his wheel is, well, actually not so much this one. His old wheel was very wobbly, and sometimes it would come loose or for whatever reason. And so this actually saved us from being able, for having, I don't know why I'm having a hard time talking today. This saved us from having to walk back to the car one time because his wheel came loose for whatever reason. Either it wasn't on there tight or it wobbled loose or something. Don't know. But we were doing a little baby mountain biking trail and we needed this. So this is fantastic. It's small enough where it can easily fit in this pouch or a pocket or whatever, but it's big enough where you can get a decent amount of leverage on this. You know, I can get a good purchase on it and put some weight on it and really tighten things down or loosen things up if I need to. So this is fantastic. It's hard to find them by themselves. You might have to get a full set of stubby ones, but I think it's worth the money, personally. What else have we got here? Oh, here's some zip ties, because zip ties are just useful. They're just super useful. If you know, it's just, they're almost like duct tape, and they weigh hardly anything. This is a very specific, this is for my new bike. It's got disc brakes, and so if you need to remove the tire, you don't want the brakes to clamp shut with the wheel being off. So that's what this is for, to kind of protect those brakes. Keep a little knife, just because this is more for survival purposes than anything else. Just having a little knife is like one of the basic survival tools, and so it just seemed like a good idea to have. Some tire levers, and these are by Pedro's, and I feel like they make the best levers for the price. I've used a few different ones. These things you can typically get them for like $5, and I feel like they work so well, better than other ones in that price range. There's some like really nice like metal or aluminum core tire levers and whatnot that cost significantly more. Maybe they work better, but for $5, I feel like this just can't be beat. And then here's some cement, like for some patches, self-vulcanizing fluid, and a rape whistle or emergency whistle, whatever you want to call it. And so this I call it cement, but I guess it's vulcanizing fluid by Part Tool. That goes with these patches. So we got a little bit of sandpaper and some patches of various sizes, because one of the main things that you're going to counter is potentially a flat. And even though I don't keep a bike pump in this little pouch, I do keep a little hand pump that can either attach to the frame of the bike, but more likely we just stick it in the backpack. So yeah, so these patches, a few different sizes there. And there's actually, here's these, what is it called? Slime. And these, you don't need to do all this stuff. You just stick them on. But I've only ever used this kind of patch, but I have these, just in case, because why not? They probably came free with something. And so I keep that in this multi-tool pouch. And this is the, I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Is it Topeak? I don't know. But I actually like their stuff a lot. Park Tool is like the big name in bike repair tools. But Topeak is a competitor. Topeak, I still don't know. And I really like their stuff. I think it looks really nice, and I have quite a few of their tools, probably more so than Park Tool. And so this is the Alien 2. And this thing is insane. Like, this is literally like every tool you would need to work on a bike. It's very big and heavy, admittedly. If you're like an ultra lightweight type of person, this isn't the tool for you. But I picked this one because it has everything, literally everything that you could think of that you would need to repair your bike. Not necessarily the best, some of this stuff, actually, I'll just get into it when I say not necessarily the best, what I mean. So one of the things I like about it is that you can push this little button and it slides apart into 2 different pieces, which just makes it a little bit easier to handle, but it also gives you, it has built-in tire levers. And so there's your tire lever right there. So I thought that was kind of cool. Also, we've got a bunch of Allen keys, which is what's needed for a lot of modern bikes, a Phillips, and then I think this is I think it's a T25. This Torx, or whatever this is called. That's a very common one on like the newer bikes especially. And then it also has, they call this a pedal wrench, I believe it's supposed to be. You're not going to get enough torque on this at all. But I like that it's there. You have the possibility that you could maybe do something, but you're definitely not getting pedals off. But it is the 15 millimeter, so you could potentially use that to tighten up or loosen up your wheel if it has that kind of nut on it. I don't think you're going to get enough torque. I think you're better off getting something like this. But this is certainly, it's better than nothing. You can at least try if you got that. But I don't know how practical that really is. So you have that. And then on this side, you have some spanners. This is, what do you call this? A spoke key or tool or whatever. So you got the 2 different sizes there. You got these smaller spanners here. You've got a bottle opener, and that can also be a flathead. Is this fuzzy? I can't really see it that well. A flathead screwdriver. I don't know why like every tool comes with a bottle. Who has bottles anymore? I mean, where does that come? I mean, I guess if you drink beer, perhaps that's where it comes in. But I'm thinking of like sodas and waters and stuff. I mean, we're talking about biking. I imagine you'd be drinking Gatorade or water, right? What do you need a bottle opener for? At any rate, some more Allen wrenches. And you get a chain tool. And it also has a, if I can get this off. To me, a lot of this stuff is hard to get off. But that's like a little link tool. If I could possibly get it. Oh, maybe it's easier to go that way. I can't get it off. But here's this is a chain tool, and if you can get that off, that's it will hold the chain together to make it easier to work on the chain, like to take it off and put it back on. So that's a little convenient. And it actually has a little knife, so you and actually these can all lock open like that. So now they're locked, and this knife is locked down. So to loosen that up, you push this down, and that loosens, releases, and now you got a small knife with a serrated edge as well. And so that's just a nice little, I think, convenient thing to have in case I need to cut something. And that's the same way that you release these guys. So those are locked in. The chain tool isn't locked, these are, but the can opener and these spanners, that is convenient. You don't, if you're holding it, you don't want this stuff collapsing down on you. So you just push that down, and now it's can go back. So I like this. I haven't had to use it very much, only a couple times, but I like having it. And yeah, I mean, you can do virtually any work you need to do. There's been times I've definitely just used this instead of using my bigger tools, just because it was convenient. It's all right here. And so I'm going to be working on Nate's bike now, and it's my intention to just use this stuff. If I got to run to the basement, grab a tool, I will. But I'm going to try to use this as much as I can because it's here and it's convenient, but also because I want to make sure I'm familiar and comfortable with these tools, and I want to test them out as much as possible to make sure that this is going to work for me. I don't want to be on the road someplace. I don't want to be on a 20-mile bike ride and find out that there's something in here that just doesn't work very well, or that I'm missing something. So as much as possible when I'm working on the bikes, even at home, I try to use the kit that I carry with me. If you follow the channel, you know I'm a big advocate for train how you fight, train how you're going to use it, practice this stuff before you need it. So that's kind of how I put this together. This travel kit is like, what stuff do I use when I'm working on the bike? And that's what I bought. And, how I came to buy one of these guys specifically, because that just wasn't, this just isn't going to cut it for me. So there we go. Overall, I very much do like this. I was debated a long while if I needed something this bulky and big. There's definitely smaller kits. I like the Crank Brothers version as well. I thought that was really nice. It didn't have quite as much stuff, but it was more compact and lighter, and it looked really nice. Has a really nice case to it. I was tempted, but in the end, this is the one that won out. And so far, I haven't regretted it, especially since, I don't carry this on my person, so it doesn't matter that it's heavy. I have I don't know what you call it, but it's like I guess a console that goes on the handlebars, and so this just goes in there with my cell phone and my keys. Kind of put that stuff all in there. Why am I putting this away? I'm about to use it. All right. Hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. I am going to get to work on this bike and get everything fixed up here so that we can go on a ride later on today, hopefully. And have a good day. Have fun. Get out there and ride. Get out there and fix your bikes. And I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Always do that. Every time. Subscribe and then unsubscribe and then subscribe again. Just subscribe all the time. Every day. Don't do that. That sucks.